discussion now. For about half an hour. Is there anybody who has a question for one of the speakers? Anyone?
I do.
You have.
Apart from marriage, what are the other unseemly behaviours?
Yeah. Is marriage an unseemly behavior?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For women.
For women. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Possibly dancing and singing.
I mean, I suppose it's a judgment on the morals of the time. Victorian England women were seen as the fairer sex, the weaker sex. They were too delicate to do certain things. And when they got married, they had to look after their husband and children. That was their role in life. It was a social judgment at the time. Keeping at home doing housework.
Yeah. Anyone else? Then I might have a question. Oh. No, you go. I'm the moderator, so shoot shut up.
I will ask the colleague from France, Miss Campanella. The museum is, as you said, connected with the INRP. That means that things that INRP had, because it is a documentation center, Institute of National Research and Pedagogy. The collection, did this institution had collections and gave to the museum, or the opposite? Or it's an annex, an appendix of the INRP?
No, the museum is
Different.
No, the museum is two things. The museum we saw in this old house of
Yes.
the 15th century.
It exists now.
Yes.
Okay.
And the center of documentation. How museum is developed.
Okay.
Yeah. And the INRP was didn't exist anymore. That's the reason why in 2011 the museum was connected to the National Center for Documentation. So it's quite different now because
In which level?
Today the CNDP asked us to do some documentary for teachers. They asked us to receive more teachers, as Jules Ferry wanted. And before, the ENRP was dedicated to the research. So
Only for researchers?
yes, yes,
Approximately.
approximately.
Okay.
If I want to be a caricatural, I say that it wasn't really a problem if the public didn't come, because we had a mission turned to the research. But now
There are more museums
yeah,
open to other activities.
yes, other activities, other adults, more pupils and more students and parents.
And
The CNDP asked us to organize lectures
Seminars?
and debates with parents, with community of parents.
Okay. A kind of informal education inside this organization. Very, very interesting. And one question, thank you very much. And one question to the colleague Catherine. It is difficult to pronounce the second name.
Yeah.
Okay. You said that in 1995 the museum collections, no, before the 1995, was in the National Teacher College.
At the library.
At the library. Why? For which reasons?
Because
And why these reasons stopped after that, and now you have a historical museum?
yes, the problem was that the museum had this huge library collection,
Yes.
and everybody thought it was a logic thing to move the collection used by teachers to the National Teachers College library. Of course, it makes sense, but the collection of objects just becomes stowed away. The library collection is still open to the public at the library, so that's not a problem. And the archives are also at the National Archives in Copenhagen. But all the objects was later used for a historical museum and then stowed away again.
So you are the opposite paradigm of
Exactly.
when?
Yes,
So
but we
you-
dream
we
about
have
doing something like
two.
that. Yes.
Okay. And now which is the better for you?
Everything.
I think that
Yeah.
this question arises inside of you.
I think it's also a question of fundraising. And I don't think we can raise the money to make just a historical museum. It has to be something that can be used
Okay.
to also do some work about schools in the future.
I agree.
So I think it's a wonderful model.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have one more question for you. Are any of those beautiful wall charts, can you look at them online, or is any of the collection, can you see?
Soon you can look at them online. We have now an internal database, and in the next year or so they will be accessible. Some of them you can see through the library website.
Fantastic. I'll have to get that from
Yeah, you
you.
can just send an email. I can send
Yeah,
you a
great.
link. Yes.
Are there any plans for earning money with your collection?
This is yours.
Earning money with your collection?
Oh, yeah.
No question.
Actually, we think about earning money with these wall charts because they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
They have some copyright issues, perhaps.
two I have.
We would love to make. I don't think we can make that much money.
We'll give you
Excuse me. I was very much surprised because I didn't realize, but now, just now, that this marvelous book is made from. Yes. Yes, it is very important. One question for you. You are working. You presented us the instructions for the old teachers and the instructions for the new one. How the new teachers accept the ancient rules and how they see their new role. Did they react positively, or there is also a nostalgia for them when they see the ancient paradigm and they compare it with the new one? I don't know if you have any impression from this.
I don't think that a lot of the new teachers know about the old rules that
After you
apply.
show perhaps the records, I know that it's
When-
difficult to know.
When teachers come to our program and see the conduct of the teacher in the 1850s, because we are all in role when we are at work, I think then that sparks that, oh, so it was like that, you know. I mean, I know it is for the students, you know, that was what school was
Yeah,
like,
freedom.
but for the teachers as well, I think that's where they see the comparison when they come and experience the
They don't
program
say
with the
sometimes they are better
students.
in the past. The
Sometimes.
role of the teacher.
Sometimes.
They
I think.
respect it more than today, perhaps, or.
Yeah, I think sometimes they do.
Okay.
I think that
And
it's
what
been
do on
evolving. It has been evolving. You
Yeah.
know, the changes didn't just happen didn't just happen overnight. So the changes in the way that we were trained as teachers, say from my time to Lynn's time, it was very much an evolving, and so the new teachers don't, as Linda said, they didn't really know how we were trained, the same as perhaps the children of today. They don't really know how the children of the past, other than when they go to a place like Sovereign Hill, where we immerse them in the 1850s, and so they are treated like an 1850s child, and then they really come to an understanding because it makes it alive for them, rather than just showing them pictures.
That's when it's communicated.
Yeah, and the teachers watch that. They can see some good things, instructive, but they can see a lot of limitations as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Any more questions?
We will be talking tomorrow morning about the next conference, which is in
About what we do.
2015.
We
Yeah.
can all visit.
And you can all come and visit
I
us.
find your person here. So
Yes,
thank you very good.
I'm in costume, yes. I look much more handsome in costume, don't I?
So tomorrow we will tell you about our school and about maybe the possibilities of becoming
The next
to the
symposium.
next symposium.
Drum up some business.
Okay, we finished, Aaron. So you're dismissed.
Thank you, teacher.